What is going on, my peoples? Welcome back to the channel, and today I want to share with you guys once again in this series that I'm calling If I Was Swimming in Money, what hot toys I would like to have in my collection. And on my last video I was tackling DC. This time around we're gonna be talking about the top 10 figures from Star Wars that I would love to have in my collection. And this is the figures that I really like to have. These are figures that every time I see them, I'm just like, I really want to have in my collection. And coming on number 10, we have Jar Binks. Now, Jar Binks is a character that many people dislike, but I happen to fucking hate him as well. So this is just a stupid joke. Ignore him. I'm stupid. Don't worry about it. I'm stupid. Here we go again. Coming on number 10. We have C-3PO, but I have a problem here. This C-3PO has not been announced yet, and well, it has been shown, as you can see here, by Hot Toys, but it's not been up for pre-order, even though it's been close to a year that they showed this to us in San Diego Comic-Con. Another problem that I have with this C-3PO is that it is the C-3PO from The Force Awakens. As you can see here, he has the red arm and he has a golden leg, and this is not my C-3PO. It is really nice that they're including golden hands so you can switch parts, but the C-3PO that I really like is this one, and Sideshow has decided a long time ago to put out this C-3PO, which is perfect for the collection that I want to do. And this is my C-3PO with the silver leg, and because it's the classic one, and I really like this design. Sadly, Hot Toys has decided to go this route. I believe if you are including a replacement for this arm, you can do the same for the leg, and then you can have like the ultimate C-3PO that you can use it on any collection. I understand that the dents on the chest and the forehead and all that are in different places, but you don't have to be that precise, you know. Like if you give me like the silver leg and the red arm, I will switch them around and I will do, or maybe you can use interchangeable heads, or just the faceplate, you can swap it out, same with the chest, and then you can have the ultimate C-3PO, which you can have this version and this version, which is the one that I preferred, and I will go for me particularly. I do not, this one they even include the ripped off arm, that's why he has the red arm later on. I do not like to go on my collection outside of Hot Toys because my collection is based completely on Hot Toys, but for this guy I would totally make an exception and I would totally get this guy. But once again, this is a Hot Toys top 10 collection, so I cannot include this guide. So here we go again. This is definitely, this time for sure, guys. This is my number 10 Hot Toys from the Star Wars line that I would like to have in my collection, and it's Emperor Palpatine. This figure was recently announced and is a beauty of a figure, even though he looks ugly as hell, but that's how he's supposed to look. This set here comes with a share and all that. This is If I Was Swimming in Money collection video, so that I will get the one with the share, because why not? I'm swimming in money. So if I was, so yeah, this figure is, the likeness to the Dark Sidious is just incredible here. The expression on his face is really fitting for this character, and is just completely a masterpiece by the hands of Hot Toys. It comes with this share with light ups. It comes with the little lightnings to put on his fingers, the cane, and lightsaber that attaches to the share. And this is just an outstanding figure overall. Look at the detail on his neck, on his face, the look on his face, his teeth, everything is just on point here on this figure. And I would definitely like to have this in my collection. And this is a must, in my opinion, for every Star Wars fans out there. And they should totally have it on their collection. Moving on to number 9. And at number 9 we have ObiWan Kenobi, the old one. And this guy, this is another home run from Hot Toys. He's just looks incredible. The head sculpt, the likeness to Alec Guinness, Alec, I believe it is. Yeah, the likeness to Mr. Guinness is just uncanny. It's unbelievably close to it. It's just really, really, really good. And this is such a classic figure that I would love to look at that. Look at the wrinkles. Hot Toys, they do older people like really, really well, and it is easy to see why, because older people have like a lot of details on their faces, like wrinkles and chicken legs and all that, and beards, and they work with all that in tandem, and it's just, it works together. It is perfectly for them. And this figure is an absolute proof of that. He doesn't come with much, but he comes with everything you could possibly want. He comes with the rope, with the lightsaber, a figure stand, and a bunch of hands. A few hands, not a bunch. But this is, you don't need more than this. This is good enough for me, and I would love to have this in my collection. That's why he's my number 9. So coming on to number 8. And at number 8 we have Princess Leia. And even though Princess Leia have different looks out there, this is the look for me. The look with the buns. When Carrie Fisher passed away, I believe it was Cinnabon, if I recall. I believe it was Cinnabon, but I could be mistaken. Somebody put out a tweet, one of these big companies, saying like, we're gonna miss you, Princess Leia. You will always have the best buns in the galaxy, in our opinion. And I thought that was a beautiful tweet. I thought it was amazing, but people went outraged because of this, and I don't understand why, because I thought it was really nice that they were alluding to the hairstyle that she had on the movie. But I don't know, the people did riots for the thing, and they had to take down the tweet and apologize, and I don't get it. But anyways, this is definitely look for Leia for me. When at the end of the Rogue One, when you see the camera panning behind her and she turns around and you see her, she's young again. It's obviously CGI, but I something went through me at that moment, because it was just a scene to behold, to see her young again. It was just really nice. I can only imagine what went through her head when she saw herself young again on the screen on a recent movie. It was a really nice moment for me, and I really liked it. This is how I would like to see Leia on my collection, even though there are other iterations and they look really, really well, but this is the Leia for me. She doesn't come with much either. She has like a blaster and a gun and a few hands, a backdrop, and the stand. But the look of her, how she looks on this figure, it's just the Leia that I would love to have in my collection. Moving on to number 7, and at number 7 we have Chewbacca. And this guy, I was blown away when Hot Toys released this guy, because the amount of fur that he has on the entire body, I did not think at the moment that it was possible to do on a Hot Toys, but they did it and they nailed it. The way the fur is attached to the body and how it floats, it just looks just like Chewbacca. It looks so realistic. It's incredible. I have no idea how Hot Toys was able to pull this off, but they did, and he looks just amazing. It really does look good. Some people complain about the fur, that you have to, work with it, and I can only imagine how much of a problem it would be, because I always have problem with female characters. They have like long hair and they have rooted hair. This guy will be a nightmare to deal with, but hopefully he will come good enough out of the packaging just to leave it as it is and don't mind it too much. But yeah, Chewbacca is a must on your collection. He comes with a few stuff. He comes with with the ballista blaster. I don't know how to call it, that he always uses. His iconic weapon of choice. He comes with with the two Bluetooth. It's not a Bluetooth. He's using a wire. Back in the days, they didn't have the wireless, even though it's always supposed to be set in the future. I guess it is, because this is all at the beginning. So his traditional belt with satchel and two hands and the stand, and that's about it. But it doesn't matter. These figures don't come with much, but just the look, how they look, it is just impeccable, and this is just a must in anybody's Star Wars collection. So yeah, moving on to number 6, and right after Chewbacca, who other than Han Solo to have standing right next to him? They are like inseparable in this movie. So yeah, if you have a Chewbacca, you need a Han Solo, and vice versa. So this Han Solo, this look for him is just the best Han Solo that you could get, in my opinion, that I could get for me, and it just looks flawless. Like, Hot Toys did an amazing job with this guy, and he really does look well. He really does look a young Harrison Ford. I like the expression. I like everything. I would like something like smirking, like the one that he's wearing on the the heptacle that he comes with. He's wearing the Stormtrooper outfit, but this one is really, really good. Even though I would try to search for that one so I can have an alternative one, but this is good enough. And blaster looks really nice. He comes with the same Bluetooth device, and he comes with an extra belt. I don't know why. This is like a special edition, but just the look of him, he just looks like in the movie. It looks straight out of the movie, and really, really nice figure. Goes hand to hand with Chewbacca, and there you go. Coming on to number 5, and at number 5 we have Boba Fett. And there have been a few releases from Boba Fett, either from Sideshow and from Hot Toys as well. But this Boba Fett that has been recently announced is just the definitive edition, in my opinion. He just looks great. He looks amazing. And on top of that, Hot Toys has decided to include interchangeable pieces, so you can have it with both look, with the blue and yellow and red and all that, or the complete green look. I think that this is if I was swimming in money, so I'll obviously get this one. But even if I wasn't, I would definitely go for this one as well, because just look at the amount of accessories you're getting on this box right here. It's just insane. The amount of possibilities that you can swap all these pieces and have him looking another way. But if you want to save a little bit of money and you already like the green look, then why not just go by the standard one? But this guy is just a badass in the Star Wars universe, and everybody knows that. And this has to be you have to have some rendition of this guy on your collection. You already have one, then you don't even have to go for this one. But if you don't have one, this would be a perfect addition to your collection. Do not miss out on this guy, I would say. So coming on to number 4, and at number 4 we have Yoda, and this guy is small in size, but he's big and powered, and what he represents in this universe. Yoda is a looks master, and he just looks incredible here. Hot Toys has included this diorama piece that he's floating. He has like floating rocks, and this little lamp here, I don't remember what it was used in the movie. I haven't seen the movies in a long time. I have to see them again. But this figure right here is just an outstanding work again from Hot Toys. They give you 2 head sculpts with 2 expressions. And Yoda, he's a little bit overpriced for how tiny he is, but it doesn't matter. It's Yoda, you have to get him. And diorama base, I think, is a really, really nice addition with the floating rocks and all that, which you can use to opt out and not use them if you don't like the transparent little tubes holding them in there. If that bothers you, just use the regularly without the rocks, and it will still look fine. But this is a fine addition to anybody's collection. Come on, it's Yoda. You need him. You need him in your collection. So yeah. Coming on number 3, and on number 3 we have R2-D2. Now R2-D2 is easily my favorite character in the entire Star Wars universe. I just love this guy. Like, he says so much without saying a single word. It's just amazing. And his design, everything he does, and how smart he is, it's just my favorite character out of Star Wars. Amazing that a trash can looking guy is the one that I like. But yeah, that's how it is. This guy is super iconic, and Hot Toys has done an amazing job here. The one from Sideshow is really good as well. But since this is a Hot Toys collection, and I will go for the Hot Toys. I will go for the Hot Toys regardless, because everything they have included is really nice. All the light ups. I believe the Sideshow has the same as well. But Hot Toys, it has a little bit more quality, just a little bit more quality than Sideshow. Either way is fine. I mean, it's a tough call between the two, but I will go for the Hot Toys because I'm a Hot Toys fan and collector. So that's why I will go with this one. But yeah, definitely this guy is my favorite out of all the Star Wars characters. I have considered buying this guy, and I just have it on my desk somewhere, honestly, because this just looks amazing. And the weathering, the dome is 60% die-cast, as you can see here. He has all these light up functions and a remote control with side effects. It's just, you can, what else you want? What else you cannot ask for more. It's just really nice, and I love this guy. So coming down to number 2, and on number 2 we have the man, Darth Vader. And come on, Darth Vader, this is a no-brainer. You need a Darth Vader. This is the most iconic villain on the history of cinema ever. There's no way around it. This guy is just like the best villain ever. And you need it. You absolutely need Darth Vader in your collection. And this version that Hot Toys is putting out is the best one so far, I believe, because it has all the light ups, it has all the hand gestures. I believe the articulation is going to be improved from the other ones. And on top of that, you're going to have a removable helmet that is going to be exposing his head underneath, and it comes with a few hands, like gesturing hands, like the iconic holding a fist look, as well as the ones that are holding the belts. Everybody wanted that. He comes with a diorama base. He comes with 2 different beams for his lightsaber, like in motion and still. And this is just an absolutely beautiful piece, and you most definitely need to have a Darth Vader in your collection. And I believe this is the one to go. If you already have a Darth Vader, do not switch it off for this one, because every single Darth Vader is good. This is just, for me, the ultimate and the best Darth Vader. If I didn't have one, I would just go for this one. If I already had one, I'll completely skip this one. But it's up to you guys. And maybe you can sell the one you have and get this one. I don't know. Maybe you already like the one you have even better than this one because other reasons. I don't know. But this is the one that I will go for. Definitely number 2. And obviously, at number 1, we have no other than Luke Skywalker. And even though this is one of the oldest, not the oldest, an older figure from Hot Toys, just look at that picture. It looks just like Mark Hamill in the set of Star Wars. Like he's taking a picture from a promotion for a poster or something. He just looks amazing. He has many outfits. He has like the black outfit, he has the Vespine outfit, and he has from Sideshow, he has the the X-Wing pilot outfit. Many outfits, but this is the outfit that I see him in. Every time I look in my mind, this is the outfit that I see him wearing. So this is the figure that I will go for. And it's an absolutely outstanding figure, honestly, by Hot Toys. Once again, you can even see like a little pimples on his face, and I don't know what's going on there, but so much detail on such a young face, which is one of the most difficult ones to do. I think they nailed it perfectly. The same with the hairstyle that he has. It was just a beauty of a figure. And he comes with a bunch of stuff, like stuff that I wouldn't even like. I wouldn't use this poncho, to be honest, and neither I would use this, but it's good that it's included. The helmet with the practicing sphere, I don't know how to call it, and the base, another belt for this is like a stormtrooper belt or something like that, with the blaster and like a grappling hook. He comes with so much. Look at the rifle, all this. But this is how I would have him. I would have him just holding his lightsaber, just with that hairstyle, and it will be really, really, really cool. So yeah, Luke Skywalker is my #1. And this is how I would have it in my detail. Now I'm shitting here a little bit. This is a top 10, right? But it doesn't mean that when I have my collection, I will stop at 10 figures, because I haven't done that with Marvel. Why would I do that with Star Wars, which was my very close and only by a little second choice of collection next to Marvel. And ultimately it came because when I started collecting, most of these figures were gone, and I didn't thought that I was going to be able to get them again, except for a ridiculous price. And I went with Marvel because every time you miss a figure, then they make a new Captain America, they make a new Falcon or whatever, and then you can just get a new one that way. But Star Wars, that they're not making that many, even though here we're getting a new Vader, we're getting a new Boba Fett, and we're getting this guy, he was new. So yeah, maybe I could have gone for this one, but I didn't. Anyways, maybe I could do it in the future when I have a little bit more money, or a lot more money. Enough for me to swim in, and then when the pool is overflowing with money, and then I will get whatever's outside the pool, and I will buy all these figures. So anyway, so this is my detail arrangement. On the top, it will be Luke, Leia, and I'm cheating a little bit here because I will have R2-D2, but this guy is from Sideshow and he's not part of the top 10. But I would absolutely get this guy from Sideshow. I don't care, because he looks just amazing next to R2-D2. They go 2 and 2 together. It's like Chewie and Solo. They go together. So you need to get those two guys together. And even though I like having three characters on the same shelf, and no more than that, when it comes to smaller characters, like R2-D2 is very small, and C-3PO is a little shorter and slimmer than regular characters, then I wouldn't mind having them and sharing a space in my top shelf. And I would absolutely love that top shelf. It would be amazing. Coming to the second shelf, it would be Darth Vader, Boba, and Palpatine. No question about it. All three baddies from the trilogy. Really nice second shelf. Now coming down here, we have the inseparable duo, which is going to be Han Solo and Chewbacca. They have to go hand to hand. And now coming back to the smaller figures, I don't mind having them because you can fix them somewhere, making every single figure in the shelf visible. I don't know how I had my Guardians of the Galaxy arranged on my last video, but I have all of them now on a single shelf, and I put them in a certain way that you can see everything, because Rocket is really small, and now we have a Baby Groot that you can just put in a corner, and we can have all 4 of them with Baby Groot, and he would just look fine. I arrange them in a certain way. If I do in the future, I'm planning to do in the future another collection video. I'm just waiting for Yandu and Hela, and just to have something new, just not to make another collection video that everything just looks the same. So yeah, so I will have these two guys, Solo and Chewbacca, and then I will have Obi-Wan and Yoda, which is small enough to be somewhere there and visible. And on the bottom shelf I will have like stormtroopers and different stormtroopers and many other figures. But yeah, this is my top 10 Star Wars. What do you guys think about my top 10? Sadly, none of the prequels. I had the new Obi-Wan. It was here on this list. I have to take him out for the old one, and as well with Anakin. Anakin was here. Beautiful, perfect figures. I would love to have them, but sadly they didn't make the cut for the top 10. And many other figures that I really like Chewie 2 and all that, and just K2SO. Just too many figures. Star Wars has just so many characters, then it is expanding ever more every day. So, but this would be my top 10, but I wouldn't by no means stop here by when I started, if I ever start collecting Star Wars. So let me know on the comments below, what do you think of these top 10? What is your top 10? Just put it on the comments below. Tell me what you agree, what you disagree out of this collection. And just try not to be a stranger on this channel. Be around.